Hey guys, Scar39 here, welcome back. So, it's been a while since we've had one of these hype slash news slash update slash I'm going to play this video game type thingies that I don't really have a name for yet. And that's the official name. I've patented it and copyrighted it. Anyways, we're going to be talking about the game that you guys are probably already seeing on the screen. I haven't decided exactly what video I'm going to put up here, but I think I'm actually going to do my usual thing of watching someone else's YouTube channel so that you can see their name and all of the information that you need on screen so that you guys can go to the original channel and check the rest of the videos. So I wanted to talk particularly about a game called XenoVerse, which I had actually done a video on a while ago that I never released. Just because I think this game's a little bit interesting. Now, the thing about it is, you've probably heard a little bit of the controversy around it, such as it having much less characters than they had originally reported. I'm not going to be talking about that in this episode. If you guys want me to, I might go into details on how that whole mix-up happened and what I think of it, and so on and so forth. But what I wanted to talk about specifically is Sergio M3, a guy who has been data mining the game since a early access beta test, network test rather, not really a beta test, where people were allowed to download a portion of the game and play online for a while. So Sergio's been going through the data files and finding interesting things, and after months of gruesome work, he's actually managed to get to the point where he can take attack moves from the game and put them on any character he wants. So he can actually change which special moves are on different characters. Now this is interesting for a number of reasons. First off, he got to show us, as I'll probably have on the screen here, a video detailing some of the DLC exclusive moves that we won't be able to get until the DLC is out. And just showing them on different characters so that you can see them, like what moves the DLC characters in the next DLC pack will be having. Now, keep in mind that they are not final. There is a good chance that some of these moves will change, some of them will have rebalancing issues, some of the characters probably aren't even done yet, so they haven't finished everything. Everything's not complete yet. Now, the interesting thing about this isn't necessarily that he can, he can show us the moves that we won't be able to get to see for another month. It's actually that he modded the game at all. Now, with a lot of the Dragon Ball games, there have been limited modding effort because they were released on consoles. However, Dragon Ball XenoVerse is coming out on Steam, which means it'll be on PC. And as you guys know, modding on PC is considerably easier than modding on consoles because you're not limited to the restrictions of the console. And when they create console-based games, they have to follow a number of different sets and procedures in order to make it work. And to make these things run inside an emulator, even if you actually mod the game, or to get it to run inside the PS2, you have to do a lot of reworking. So the interesting thing about this is that there's a lot of things you could potentially do with Dragon Ball Xenoverse that you wouldn't be able to do with other games. Like you could take some of the character slots that are used for just different variants of a character and swap their skin out completely so you have a new character in there. And you can, like Sergio did, change which moves are available to that character. So, for instance, you could make one of Goku's variants into Tullus, for instance, since he has basically the same character model. It would just be basically a skin swap. And you could give him his unique moves or moves similar to his by just moving them around a little bit. Possibly adding in your own animations. Because it's on PC, it would be entirely possible to add in new skins and new animations, which are pretty commonplace. Now, currently, we don't know what the extent that you'll be able to mod the game is. A best case scenario, if you guys have been paying attention to the game, each of the characters can have up to 15 different variants. You don't get to make those variants yourself, which means that most characters only have like 1 or 2 variants. Currently, we don't know if those slots are locked into the game. As in, like, for instance, Adult Gohan is hard-coded to have 3 variants, for instance. If so, you can only use those 3 variants. And there are about 100 or so variants in the game total. So on average, about two per character. Now, if you could do like with Goku, like you could have all of the characters have 15 variants just by changing the code or altering it a little bit or using up a slot that wasn't used in the game, or maybe even slots that were reserved for future characters that they didn't finish for release of the game, and so on and so forth, then you could potentially have more than that. So you can actually add in more characters. Like, for instance, you could use Super Saiyan God Goku, I believe, only has one variant. So that means that there would be potentially 14 slots open where you could just put in any character you want using Goku's moveset. Now, with that being said, like we still don't know the extent that you'll be able to mod games, but I'm kind of excited about it. I think this could be really interesting. I think there's a lot of opportunities for the modding community, which is well developed around Dragon Ball, to just take this game and make it even better than what it is right now by adding in additional characters, by changing movesets, maybe even unlocking movesets for your create a character that are locked in the game, because some of the moves that characters in the game have are not available to the create a character, so you could potentially unlock those and allow characters to have them. Maybe even put like alternate transformations like Gohan's mystic form, which we've seen in-game, maybe give that to create a characters so that the human characters have a transformation similar to Super Saiyans. And you could do a lot of interesting stuff with this game with just the stuff that's in it, and considering how much you could put in by adding in additional skins, additional character models, new meshes, even adding in new attack animations, and so on and so forth. There's a lot of stuff that could potentially be done. With that being said, I am getting the game on release. So on the 27th, when it comes out on Steam, I'll have the game. And I'll probably start uploading on the 28th because that's a Wednesday and I have Wednesdays off, which is great because then I get to come home from work on Tuesday. The game should be finished downloading. I'll hop right into the game, play a ton, and just start uploading and spamming YouTube with it. So I don't know how many of you guys are really interested in Dragon Ball, but I'm a big fan of the series. I'm very much looking forward to this game, and I'm looking forward to posting content for you guys. So thanks for watching. I'll post a link in the description below to Sergio M3's channel, so you guys can click over there. Alternately, you can probably see the link in the screen because, like I said, I like to video over other people's YouTube channels so that you see all the information. I know a lot of people just steal people's YouTube content directly. I'm not into that. I like to show where I'm getting the content from so you guys can actually see it. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.